Okay. Animals. Only BLC caster in the world out here. Or back here, sorry. And out here, I guess. Casting another Blyatline Champions Cup game. And shit. This one is going to be between. Okay, everything looks right. Okay, this one's gonna be between Troldrake, Clarny, and PTX. Literal gods of BLC. And Booze, Critster, Blood Assassin. Pretty good players of BLC. So this is round 1 of the tournament. No one in losers bracket yet, except for I think one team because of like a qualifier thing. It was a really weird bracket, but yeah, this is round 1. Best of 3 maps. And we have quite some classic picks. Troll on his Headhunter, Clarny on his Alk, PTX on his Stormcaller. Then of course we have Blood Assassin on his Ranid and Ranid SC. Not something to take lightly, even if you are arguably the best team. As Worm Team are. And Critster on the Pomp, I'm sure he's just playing his main here, but you normally probably don't want such a defensive healer for such an aggressive composition. I mean, I don't know. You could do it with Grimrogany. I kind of subscribe to the philosophy that you can play any comp in BLC and make it work. It is kind of different from Dota in that way, that as long as you know it front to back, you can face any other comp with it. Anyway, Troll looping in, already given shield, gonna space towards Booze as well. Doesn't fall for the spell lock, and Booze already taken quite low. Given other side though, but Assassin hit with Deadly Inject. He's gonna have to lunge backwards. PTX spacing forward with Lightning Shield, and now Booze is trying to 1v1 him, but there was a really nice Vengeful Storm dodging the Frost Shard and the M1. Still a lot of damage onto PTX. He gets meteored. Assassin. The M1's come out from Booze as well. That was a really nice 1v1 by Booze. He just focused straight towards PT. And they CC up Troll. Blood is really low. He has to be careful. There could definitely be a playback here, especially with Clarny holding on to Goo. The Twin Death comes out. Critster in Guardian Spirit form. They do make the playback, but they kill off Clarny as well. So Troldrake hit up with ult. Goes for a reap right there, but I don't think. Well, Booze is leaving himself open, and he would have died, but he does get the kill right before he goes down, getting 3 kills right there. Nicely done by Booze. Really nice execute onto PTX there, finishing him off, realizing that he was vulnerable. And round 1's gonna go Cold's way. Flash forward from Booze. Troll probably gonna leap in at the start. Always his favorite thing. Goes for the Twin Death. Lands a Trance and given barrier as well, but kind of out of the fight. Gets locked up and torpedoed as well, but there's Deadly Inject on the Blood. He gets the rune and manages to dodge the explosion, so that was nicely done by him. But hits Troll's Trance and taking so much M1 damage, and I think Blood Harvest damage from Troll as well. Nice meteor onto Critster. Wasn't the intended target, but or was it? It is PTX after all, or I'm not sure who threw that one, but Critster's so low. Rana gonna go down as well. It's always hard to tell with such meta players. They both landed their meteor, so I can't tell who landed that one, but the swap came through, and it ends up hitting Critster when he's already low, and he goes down. You honestly could make the argument, like if you made that argument that they intended to hit Critster with that, I wouldn't say you're wrong. I don't know if I'd believe it, but I definitely wouldn't say you're wrong either. Troll leaping in, given 2 barriers, gonna knock Booze into their spawn. He spaces back. Troll pops his trance, not gonna hit anything. Gets locked on his M1, but still has leap reap. Lands the Reap onto 2. Double Twin Death as well. Double Frost Shard. Gets stunned up. And the ult coming up from PTX. Must have got the rune. Meteor onto Critster. And he gets double Twin Death. Knocked into the open. And reaped as well. M1 by Troll. He finishes him off. Nicely done by him. Ult. Single ult onto Clarny though. Are they going to play this back? No. Booze is too low. Actually gets exploded on by PTX during the EX spaces. By the lightning shield. Every time your EX space stops moving for a second, your lightning shield will explode if the duration is run out, like during that moment. So PTX moving right onto Booze right there and exploding his lightning shield onto him. Ends up taking him out. 2-1. Troll leaping in. Lands 2 Twin Deaths off the bat, and Critster just other sides. Space back by PTX, CCing the healer, but look at Clarny, he's taking so much damage. He even gets double charge lightning, so he gets silenced there. Lands asleep on the Blood Assassin. Not going to get hit by any of those blow darts. Meteor onto Blood as well. It goes for a triple blind. That was really nice by him. And Clarny's in the corner. He's in trouble. Critster hit up with a Hailstorm though, and Booze actually takes out PTX again with an ult that he ended up farming up with the lead that they had. Booze getting so much M1 damage, I'm sure. 2400. It was actually the charge lightning that did a lot. And his ult actually did 800 as well. Just one ult doing 800 damage. It must have been spread. I don't think Stormcaller ult does 800 damage on one target. Yeah, it was like spread between PTX and Troll. Nice opening from Troll though. And he almost lands a trance onto Booze, but it was other sided. Critster's in a lot of trouble though. BTX pushes Critster out of the meteor by accident though, and tries for a meteor of his own, but Booze flashes that one. They're still really low in midfield. Stun onto PTX, spaces back. Troll gets a nice double reap, and Booze is solo, is dotted up. They end up killing the Pomp though after her other side finishes. He tries to go for the swap, but ends up going down. Clarny shielding himself, finishing off the pesky Ranid, chasing him the entire game. Look at that that tanked. It's actually mostly Stormcaller damage tanked, I think. No, it's probably about even. But SC was trying to focus Clarny. 2 leaps in from Troll, gets CC'd immediately. Goes for the Twin Death. Flash and other side onto Booze. Sleep onto Blood Assassin while he was in his stealth A thing. Nice read by Clarny. Swap coming out from Critster. And Booze going for a space in. So aggressive. Gets his Vengeful Storm cancelled. And Trance lands onto Troll. He's going for Critster, who does have Guardian Spirit for now. Gets stunned up by the Hailstorm. And the Twin Death on the way back, as well as a M1 from PTX, I believe. It's going to kill off the Pomp once again. She's just a little bit too aggressive. And that's going to be 4-2. So map point already for Warm Team here. I mean, Critster's getting a lot of TPS, but he's also dying really fast. I guess it doesn't really mean that much. He just needs to stay further back. It's really the problem. I think he just doesn't want to go into the corner in a 1v1 versus Troll. But he's just too open of a target, I guess. They're going for Booze this time, though. And he's going to flash PTX's flash, so that's a good start from him at least. Blood Assassin's taking a lot of damage from Clarny, though. He's really losing his 1v1. Clarny pops his barrier, though, gets full range lunged. And lock doesn't fall for the lock, at least in the most dire situation. But there's already a double ult coming out from Blood Assassin. Can he get the kill? Yes, he'll kill Clarny. Troll Dracu goes down as well to Critster. Right at the end of his trance. And that was a very, very nice comeback from Cold right there. The full range lunge really was what started that with Stormcaller coming in. Because that lunge with, like, I think a Stormcaller M1 just instantly purged that shield from Clarny. And he was in the corner. Like, he was in the hall by himself, basically. Nowhere for him to run. Cold might be able to play this back. Only need 2 rounds. Double leap in from Troll, gets cycloned up. Has barrier for now. 2 blow darts onto PTX. Troll getting frost sharded, does get the rune actually. 1 leap and a reap onto, or a harvest onto Critster, and a leap harvest onto Booz. Who's trying to get the predict with the meteor but doesn't end up getting it. And Troll ends up metering him in return. Blood Assassin is so low and he's just gonna go down. He did pop his stealth, but still Clarny lands the M1. PTX moving forward, popping his Emperor's Wrath. And yeah, that's gonna be map 1. So PTX, type in the single G. Yeah. Let me change some things. As you look at the scoreboard, hopefully. So a lot of M1 damage from Troll. That was about half of the damage that he did. Looking over at Ranid, who was actually in the bottom. Same percentage of M1 damage, but did about 5k less overall. Wasn't exactly Blood's game, I don't think. He did get some nice comeback plays. At least one that I can think of. Actually, I don't know if I could say plays plural. Shit. That was this. Okay. Alright, but we're into map 2. So they go for completely different picks. Troll and PTX. They go for double tank this time. And it's going to be Troll and the Sentinel. PTX on the Metal Ward. And Clarny is actually on a different pick too. He's on the Dryad. Another one of his mains. Blood Assassin still on the Ranid. The only change for Cold is going to be Booze on the Igniter. And this map is much smaller, which I don't know who that favors. I would honestly argue it favors Warm because of the Metal Ward and even the AoE from the Sentinel here. But nice read onto Trolldraki's trance there. No one falls for it. They do get a lot of damage onto him as well. Double amp coming up from Clarny though. Lands it onto 2. Troll does land a trance. Gets an M1 onto Ranid, but he moves in and he's taking a lot of damage. He even wastes his EX while he was around no one, getting knocked away. Clarny getting a nice ult onto Critster to try to CC him while his teammates are really low, but may not be enough. Booze, given the other side, does have ult, but he gets spaced in the air by Troll. It was a really bad time to come out of that other side. Trance lands from Troll, but he doesn't get any M1s. Triple knock out of the leash by PTX. I'm sure that was his meteor too. I'll have to check. But knocks 3 out of his leash with that meteor. Troll going for F1, comes back in, goes for a crushing blow, and now Cold is in the corner. That's not where you want to be on this map. Double ult coming out from Blood. He gets charge bolted as well, and amped up by Clarny. He's gonna go down. Clarny even throwing in his ult to finish it off. Let's see. Yeah, that was PTX's meteor. That was a really nice meteor, man. And then once again, we have everyone complaining of lag. So, Trolldraki moving in with his grappling chains. He gets locked on his Spirit Ward. Goes for a double crushing blow. Tries to space Booze, but there is the living flame there. Clarny's taking a lot of damage from Blood Assassin though, and he has his ult farmed up, as does PTX in about a second. So ults, 2 ults coming out at the same time, but it's gonna land on PTX, and a really nice Arcane Disruptor on his Iron Claw is gonna kill him off. But can Blood Assassin survive? No, he gets amped up and killed by Clarny's ult. Boo's still holding onto an ult though, and Critster has Guardian Spirit out. Troll's not gonna land his trance on anything. Misses his full his I don't remember what that calls, molten chains or something. It doesn't matter. He's gonna go down. I think did he just get frost sharded? I'm not sure who frost sharded. This game goes too fast, man. Double ult coming out from Clarny. Dryads can play it back, but I don't think it's gonna happen this time. Yeah, I need to look at what this is called. Molten Surge. I thought that it was called Molten Surge. For some reason, I keep thinking Molten Surge is like a Dota. Like a Dota name, but now that I'm thinking of it, Surge is like the name for a Darkseer spell or something. Whatever. So Troll tries to go for the double grappling chain. Or what is it called? Stone chain or something. Spaces in. Volcano not going to hit anything, but the Wisp coming through is going to give a lot of space for Worm. Blood Assassin does have a really good in on Clarny though. It's going to force Troll to go back. Single ult by Blood. Troll's not going to get hit by it though, but PTX going down in the 1v2. Can Troll get the kill on Booze? He's trying for it. Not going to land it though, and Clarny are not going to get the kill, and Clarny's not going to land his ult. That's what I meant to say. Troll pops his trance, not going to get hit by anything. And double ult coming up from Booze with Blood Assassin's ult onto Clarny as well. Nowhere for him to go really. I didn't see the PTX skill. I definitely need to look everywhere when the splits are happening. That's something that I know that you're supposed to do, but I haven't been casting BLC for a long time, so. And also, I'm sorry to do this, but Stone Grapple is what it's called, okay. Double, one space in the air from Troll. He's going to get locked on his M1. Frost Sharded as well, but I think he has Trance still? Yeah, he does, but he's not going to get hit by the Soulbind while Blood Assassin is going onto PTX. 2 Firestorms land onto him as well, and a triple dart leap with the Toxin onto Clarny. He almost gets hit by Booze's ult as well. Lunge to knock PTX back into the volcano while he was spacing. And Troll's ulting right now, but that's not going to do him enough. That's not going to do enough for him. That ult doesn't really kill people. It kills Dryads, I think, but go the kill attempt on the space. That little moment, that frame, you can damage them, but I'm not sure that would have got the kill anyway. Maybe it would have. It was really, like, it would have been really close. Because the thing is, even if it didn't initially kill him, he would have been locked in the chains. And that would have let Clarny and Troll do a little bit more damage before Critster could cast anything. He had other side, I believe. So as soon as he could cast, he could other side himself out, but maybe they'd get the kill, who knows. Anyway, Clarny with 177 TPS that round, something else that should be noted. Not enough to win the round, unfortunately. PTX did get comboed on. Double Fisher and a full charge bolt to the back onto Blood. Space backwards from Booze. Spirit Ward locked up, stun onto Troll. He's given Iron Claw as well. Dryad Aegis, double Frost Shard and space into the air onto Blood Assassin while he's low. He gets a stun onto Clarny though, going for an ult, lands onto one, and Troll's really low, gets Volcanoed on. He's gonna go down. PTX goes down as well. It seemed really good for Worm for a second there, but with what was going on in the back with Blood Assassin, and that ends up distracting Clarny, while Troll is kind of going 1v1 versus an Igniter, or 1v2 versus Igniter, and a pump with an ult is just too much at once for them to handle. Nice charge bolt onto Blood though in that leash, lands a nice trance. Does Troll as well. Has no chance for that stun though. Does land a nice double Fisher. Given Aegis, misses his Stone Grapple. Will land the trance. Goes for crits there, but does have other side. Blood Assassin might need it though. Pops his Aegis, gets spaced away by PTX, and PT going for Iron Claw. Double ult coming out from Booze. Will do enough. Triple dart, leap, Toxin, everything onto PTX, but he lands a huge ult, and the overcharge with M1's, I think it was a Molten Burst from PTX actually that ends up killing the Ranid. Clarny gets an ult, kills off Pomp, and this is the scary moment. Honestly, it's weird that this is the scary moment versus Worm, but like, you have to feel very nervous right now. They've done this multiple times. They've played back from situations like this. It's not even close to being over. Like, one round might seem monumental to Worm right now. Fisher coming out. Booz is going to dodge it, but just going to get spaced during his Firestorm. Moves forward, knocks PTX back, and Clarny throws down his amp. Not going to be useful for anything, but he gets double immobilized during the leash, and Troll knocks both of them out with the crushing blow. Really well done by Troll. He's going to also lock up Booz and some chains, and PTX with an Iron Jump is actually going to hunt down the Pomp, who was trying to move towards enemy spawn to try to escape, but wasn't enough. And Blood Assassin's going to go for a single ult. That's not going to be enough either. So 3-4 is the score. And I'm not sure who wins this map. I'm not sure if it goes to a third or not here. But it's looking scary for Cold. They have to kill these guys. Two of them walk out of the leash immediately, trying to just dodge it, but they walk out a little bit too late. Volcano not gonna hit PTX. He is hit with the single Firestorm. Troll lands his trance though, gets a stun. I think there was an Aegis on crits there though, so it doesn't matter too much. Space in the air into Blood Assassin, who's really low, gets hit by two M1s at the same time, takes a lot of damage. Crushing blow away from his teammates. Crits their push towards spawn. Meteor onto Booz. Has to back up. He's in his own spawn, and they're going to single ult Random during his stealth. They're trying to find him in his stealth, but none of those M1s really connect. Iron Jump onto 2. They're both slowed. Ult coming out from Booz. Only onto PTX, though, and Blood is trying to get the stun onto PT, but just walks into him and gets knocked away. Has his ult, going single ult onto Troll, and doesn't even land that. And I don't think there's a way to play back into this round. Yeah, crushing blow onto Igniter with an M1, I believe, from Troll. I hope those like 1 second, split second freezes that I keep seeing aren't showing up. I'm sure they are if I can see it. I'm sure the recording can see it. They're not that bad though. It can be really annoying, like right when a big ult or a big play is happening and then you just don't know what the fuck happened because of the lag. Like you're not exactly sure what just happened. That can really suck. But 4-4 is the score, and the Warm team did just win 3 rounds in a row, so they space up Booz. Crits are already down to half. Not sure how that happens. Troll lands a trance. Frost Shard into Blood Assassin. Double weaken coming out from PTX. Blood Assassin goes for Son onto Clarny, who has Aegis, goes for the sleep, amp, everything going wrong. They land a Molten Surge onto Blood Assassin as well. Crits their spaced up into the air. Blood Assassin has to dodge the Wisp, and he gets a really nice charge bolt. Iron Jump in from PTX, knocking Pomp into the corner. Pomp EX spaces him away, but Clarny finishes him off with the ult, and that's going to be 2-0. A BM laugh coming out from Troll. So there was another game. Oh, do you know what? I'm just gonna be spoiling it. I don't know. This was yeah, I've already said this was round 1. So this is these guys. This is round 1 game here. There was a losers bracket as well. So Cold aren't eliminated. You should be able to see some other games from them. But yeah. I guess I'll cast one more tonight. Cause yeah.